Hello, my name is HAPruitt and I'm the author of Anathalion and the second book in the Anathalion series, Earthquaking. And in this video, I'm going to do a book review. And before I get started, I want to tell you that book reviews are so important. The support readers give authors helps so much. It helps spread the word about our books, and that's what we want more than anything, for more and more people to read our books and understand just how much we've poured into them and how great they are. So, the book I'm going to review today is Erinyes by Romeo. And this book just came out when I made this video. It came out August 9th, 2022. I'm making this video the day after it came out. So the book just came out. It is a sci-fi book. It's an adult book. The characters' ages, their motives, their problems, the language, the sexual references is all adult genre, or adult age range, I guess, is what you would say. The themes of Erinyes are searching for closure, equality, like treating every human, not just humans, but everyone with dignity. Because there's aliens, because it's sci-fi. Don't call them aliens, they're non-humans. Call them non-humans, don't call them aliens. Treating everyone with equality, the humans and non-humans. So those are the themes of the book. So the summary of Erinyes is Alec and his crew are on a mission to perform a heist of grand proportions. The heist isn't just to swindle the wicked commodores, but is an attempt to discover the truth. Alec is the captain, the Vitrex Myra is the pilot, Dylas is the humor of the book, and he is like the friend. Golath is the cook and the fighter, the super skilled fighter, and Rant is the translator droid. The Golath is a kaiji. And the character Rissa, I think is how you say her name, is the new girl and the tech pro. So that's kind of what the story's about, and that's kind of the characters. I liked the characters a lot. The motley crew, the various, they're all kinds of different humans and non-humans. They're all kinds of different humans and non-humans. And they kind of remind me of Guardians of the Galaxy, how there's like all these different people. They're not people, but it's hard to think of a word. Different players, different characters, and they just play off of each other really well. And there's so many different personalities. I liked how the personalities were genuine. All the personalities were thoughtful and deep. It seemed like everybody had a story, and you did see a lot of different people's backstories throughout, and that was also done in a really good way. There was never info dumping, even though there was a lot of information. It's a first book in a series, so there is a lot of information, but it was never info dumping. It was always appropriately placed. Like, woohoo! Like the crew would tell their stories to each other in the downtime, and that just felt real. That's how you do information. You don't info dump in the middle of an action, like when the crew has downtime and they're talking. That's when you tell their stories. It was great how it was done. I really liked how the universe just felt vast. I don't know, universe or galaxy, but it just felt vast. It felt like there were so many planets, so much going on. All of it felt real and believable, but like the government and all the intrigue and the plot and the backstories, it all felt real, but it wasn't too complex that you couldn't understand. Just how Romeo worked it all together. It felt like you could just dive into it and understand it, but also kind of get lost in it in a good way. So I liked the characters. That's him talking. I liked the characters. I liked the vastness. It really felt like a Star Wars kind of, like you just knew there was all this more story out there somewhere in a galaxy far, far away. It was really cool. And I also liked, it was a heist book. And heists are cool. You know, heists are cool. And I really liked the opening scene, the heist. I'm not going to tell you about it. You just have to read it and find out. I really liked what they were doing and how it ended up and how they swindled the not good guy, and yeah, I really liked the opening heist a lot. It got me into the book and be like, okay, this is pretty cool. And so it starts off with one heist just to kind of get you a feel of what these people are doing, what's going on, and then it goes into like the main story where there's 3 smaller heists that lead up to one bigger heist, and you have to do the 3 smaller ones to get prepared for the one bigger one. So that's the main gist of the book. The main plot, there's subplots, but that's the main plot. Do 3 heists, get ready for the big heist. And it is a really big heist. So, and the book was just written well. I've read some of Matthew Romeo's books before, the Maven Knight series, and they're just really well written. He just writes really good. Yeah, it just reads smooth. It's good to read. It's fun to read. You don't feel like somebody pieced this together. It feels just like it just magically made. It, you know, it just feels smooth and good. So it's well written. I like how Matthew Romeo describes things, because he doesn't head hop, but he shows different perspectives of different characters throughout the book, and just seeing one room from several different perspectives, it just paints the picture so much more vividly, and I really like that. And seeing different characters' perspectives of each other, it just paints such a vivid picture that you just see everything vividly, and you're in the story, and it feels real, and you're just deep in it, and it just sticks with you. I really like how he writes. So the book was well written, the characters were great, I told you about those. The theme of treating everyone with dignity was presented in multiple ways, and I really appreciated how it never felt like a lesson, but it was very clear the message he was trying to get across. We need to treat everyone with dignity. And he did that through the non-humans, like Golath is a kaiji, I think I'm saying that right, and that's like a giant bug guy with like clicking mandible things, and Rant is the little translator droid, and I thought he was super cute, so I dressed Eldon up like Rant. Yeah, because he talks too. And Myra was the Vitrex, and she's got like tentacles on her head, and she's like pink, and they're all just all kinds of different races, and just showing that they're all people, and they shouldn't just be slaves because they're not humans, or they shouldn't be treated like property because they're not a human. I really like that theme of how all life is valuable. And respecting others is the right choice. So all those were my positives. My one negative, I was really sad because I really loved the heist thing. And it was like building and building with the 3 heists. And they were like, the stakes were getting higher with those 3 heists that were leading up to the big one. So I was ready for the big one. I wanted the big one to be this big thing and really cool. And it kind of let me down. Like, it didn't feel like the stakes were as high. It didn't feel as dramatic. The focus kind of swung to that whole idea of closure in the last big heist. And so it was like the focus was taken off the coolness of the heist and taken on to that other theme, which I really was into the backstory, but I still kind of felt like down, like, oh, that was it. That was the heist. Okay. Okay. But it was still a really cool book, a really good book. And I really enjoyed reading it. I do want to note that there was cussing, and there was some sexual references, and a little bit of what people call steam. Not a lot, but a little bit. And so if you don't like those things, that's not your book. But it didn't bother me. It didn't feel like it was just there for drama. It went with the story, and so it didn't bother me too much. But that is my review of Erinyes, Erinyes by Matthew Romeo. You can find the book on Goodreads. It's out now. Yay! You can find the book on Goodreads. You can find Matthew Romeo at his website, themavennight.wixsite.com, or on Instagram, matthew.s.romeo. And look up his books. They're very well written. He is a good author, and his books are fun and sci-fi. So look him up, and please, if you read any book, please review books. It just means so much to authors. I cannot tell you the joy I get whenever I see someone has read my book and reviewed my book. Even if they just say, hey guys, I liked this book. I'm like, oh my goodness, somebody reviewed my book. Oh, mommy's crazy. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so it means so much to authors if you review their books. Please do, and thank you very much for watching. Say bye. Bye. If you want to know more about Anna Thalian or HAPruitt, please follow me on Instagram at HAPruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, HAPruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, HAPruitt Anna Thalian. You can find me on the Facebook page, HAPruitt Anna Thalian. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name HAPruitt and the book Anna Thalian, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anna Thalian is. The website is HAPruitt.com. Let's do this. Okay. Just pretend like mommy doesn't look crazy, okay?